Welcome back to Node.js tutorial. I hope you all have watched my previous sessions which actually explains about different concepts of Node.js and some of the live coding examples which we have to know about. Okay. So if not, I have given the links in the description box. Please do watch. Okay. Today I'm here to explain you all about NPM Node Package Manager and its features and how to use it in a few of the live examples which I'll be showcasing in today's session. So let's first try to understand what is NPM. Okay, so NPM is nothing but Node Package Manager. Okay, which is actually a command line tool that installs, updates, or uninstalls Node.js related packages in your applications, right? So as I told, the Node.js has lots of packages which we can use in our applications, and whenever you want to install or update that package or uninstall, we have to use NPM, which is Node Package Manager. Okay, and it provides online repository for all open source Node.js packages. Okay, so as I told you in the previous session, it has a community. The Node community around the world creates a lots of modules and publishes them as a package in this repository. Okay, so here this published ones which we can download by using npm and use it in your application. Okay, so it provides online repositories for Node.js packages on search.nodejs.org. So you can go here and search all the packages relevant to the Node.js. Okay, so Node.js Package Manager actually provides two main functionality. One is version management and the second one is dependency management. Okay, so version management is very much important for any package to keep the package up to date with all the required fixes, bugs and things, right? So that is very important, which NPM handles it. And it also has a dependency management which helps us to install the dependency of those node modules. Okay, this is the about the overall view of npm, which is Node Package Manager. Next, let's see what is versioning, so in detail, right? So as I told, in addition of just downloading the packages, right? As I told, npm also helps manages the versioning, right? So you can specify any specific version of a package, or you can require a higher version or lower, what you need. It depends upon what is your requirement. You can just use the version which you want and you can download accordingly. Okay, so that is why this versioning will be very much important for any developer. Many times what happens is the library is only compatible with a certain major release of another library, right? Or maybe a bug in the latest release which is unfixed and which will cause an issue in our applications. In that scenario, it's very much important to download the required version or the stable version into our application. Okay, and we can also specify an explicit version of a library which helps us to keep everyone on the same exact version of a package, so that whole team of your project runs the same version until the package JSON is up to date. Correct. So in all these cases, versioning helps a lot, and the versioning, right? The npm follows semantic versioning standard. Okay, which I'll be explaining in detail how this semantic version is taken care in detail in next session. So next, let's see the few examples of how to use NPM, how to install, uninstall the packages, updates, and how semantic versioning works in a real world example, live example. Okay. So now let's see how we can see the version of our npm which is being installed or bundled along with the Node.js installations. Okay, so Node.js we have installed in the previous sessions, so the npm is bundled within the Node.js, so you don't need to have a separate installation for npm. Okay, so now I have opened Visual Studio Code and I have the integrated terminal with it. So if you don't know how to open it, you can just go to this terminal section and you can just click on new terminal. Okay, or if you want to open the specific folder on or any particular file, right, so you can just open in integrated terminal. Okay, so this is how we open the integrated terminal within the Visual Studio Code. Okay, so now let's see how we can check the version of a npm. Okay, so here in the terminal I'm going to type npm space -v and press enter. You can see it's 8.5.0. Okay, you can also search using hyphen version, which will again give you the same result. Okay, now let's see how to install a simple Node.js module. Okay, so to install any module, anyways, as I told, we have to use npm. Okay, Node Package Manager, and followed with install and then space the module name. Okay, now let's try to install one of our famous Node.js web framework, which is Express. Okay, so here again I have opened the integrated terminal of Visual Studio Code, and let me try to install Express framework node module. Okay, so let me type npm install and Express. So here npm is nothing but npm Node Package Manager. Then we have install command, which is actually going to install our Express framework or a module within my directory. Okay, so Express is nothing but our Node module. Okay, so now I'm going to press enter and it will just take a few seconds to complete this installation. So you guys can see the installation has been completed, and if you see here, added 125 packages and audited 127 packages. Okay, so here these 125 packages, so even though I have installed one package called Express, right, it has added all the dependency packages of this Express. So you guys can see the node modules was not there before. After I install, you guys can see that node module folders have come up, and if I just expand this, you can see all the modules which got installed when I installed the Express package. Okay, and see here Express packages over here, and these all are the dependable packages for Express framework. Okay, so okay, so this is about the installing a simple node package using npm package manager. Okay, so now let's see what is this global versus local npm installation. Okay, so in the previous slide, we have installed Express module, right? So that is basically local installation. Okay, so by default, uh, npm installs dependency in local mode. So here local mode is nothing but it specifies a folder where your node application is present. Okay, so here if you see here, so we have install, we are in d/learning folder. So this is my current local directory where I am in, right? So if I run here npm install Express as I ran in the previous slide, correct? So you can see the module has been installed in my local directory, that is under d/learning, correct? So that is about the local installation. So local installation we have already read in the previous slide, and now let's run npm ls. So what is npm ls? So ls will help us to list down all the locally installed modules. Okay, so let's try to run this npm ls and see what are the modules being installed in my local directory. Okay, so you guys can see we have two modules being installed. One is express and another one is webpack. These are the two modules being already running in my local uh, directory. Okay, so this is about the local installation. So what is global installation? Correct, so the globally installation is nothing but if you install a package as a global, it can be accessed anywhere in your system. Correct, so the global installed packages or dependencies are actually stored in a system directory. It will not be on your local directory, it will be on your system directory. Okay, so what does it mean by system directory, right? So you can see this package is getting installed in your user folder, followed with a local slash lib slash node modules folder. This is your system directory where all your global installations will be stored, or the global Node.js package installations will be stored. Okay, so let's see how we can install the Express package globally. Okay, so let me do the same command npm install. Okay, Express. Okay, this is same command. In addition to it, we are going to just put -g, which indicates you install Express package globally in my system. Okay, so it's going to install my Express package into as a global module. Okay, so this is how we can see the or install the global module uh, in our global as a global thing. Okay, so in the previous slides, I have explained how we can install a module. So now we need to see how we can uninstall a module. Okay, so to uninstall a module, the command would be similar to the install, where we just replace the install with uninstall. Okay, so we have installed Express in my local directory. Correct, so now I am going to uninstall my Express in my local directory. Okay, so let me do npm uninstall, then followed with module name, and I'm just going to press enter. Okay, so this has been actually removed my Express in my local directory. To just to verify that if it has been uninstalled or not, I can just simply run npm ls. So you guys can see before to this install we had Express and the web package 2 module. Now you guys can see it's Express is out of the list and we just have a webpack ls webpack, right? And same way, if you want to uninstall the module globally, you have to just place -g. That is how you can see the uninstall a module. So if you want to check that, so I have installed Express globally, right? So let me just check what are the installed modules available as a global. Correct, so you can see Express is there as a global. Okay, now let me try to remove that. Npm uninstall Express. Okay, see this has been uninstalled, and if I just type npm ls, we don't, okay, sorry, I have to uninstall as a global. Correct, it's -g. So this has been uninstalled the Express from the global thing, and if I just run npm ls, there won't be anything, it's empty. Okay, this is how the uninstallation works for a local and global models. So now let's see the another feature which npm provides. Okay, so where there will be a scenario, we don't remember the exact package name, correct? So in that case, this particular feature will help us to get the exact module name, right? So this is nothing but npm search feature, where you can provide the keyword or the module name, which you can search in the repository, the npm repository, to know the what all available modules on that particular name. Okay, so let me just do the same search with express to see what all list of modules are available with the keyword express. Okay, so the command will be npm search followed with your keyword. Okay, so I'm going to press enter, and we can see the list of names populated here, correct? So you can see all the express related modules have been populated. So it searches the entire package name with the descriptions, etc. Okay, so this is the another feature which is given by npm to search a module. So now let's see how we can install all dependency. Okay, so as a base for the Node.js project, the packet.json, right? The packet.json file is nothing but it's a JSON file which will have all the packages or its dependencies being mentioned over there. So if a project has a packet.json, right? If we just run npm install, it will install everything that project needs under the node modules. Okay, so as you can see in my screen, I have packet.json. Okay, so here right now I just have one module being mentioned under the dependency sections, right? So if I have more modules to it, right? So if I just do this npm install without mentioning any specific uh, module, and if I just press and type npm install, what does it do is it just goes, it just tries to find the packet.json within your directory and install all the required packages or the mentioned packages in that json file. So let's give a try by hitting this npm install. As you can see, it has installed only this webpack related modules. Okay, this is how we can install all dependency which is required for project. So now let's see how we can add dependency into a packet.json. Okay, so here npm gives an options called --c at the end of the install command to add dependency entry into the packet.json of your application. Okay, so for example, let's try with the same express package. So if you see here in packet.json, we don't have express being mentioned in the list, right? So now let's try to run our command such a way that it will go ahead and add the express into your packet.json. Okay, let's do that. Npm install express, then --save. So --save is the one which is going to going to save this express package into your packet.json. Let's do that. Okay, so it has been installed. Along with that, you can see that express package has been added into a packet.json file. Okay, so this is how one of the another feature which npm provides to save the packages into a packet.json when you install it. Okay, so apart from this save, we also have some more flags like --save -dev, which will be actually installs or adds the entry to the packet.json file under dev dependencies, Okay, and we have hyphen hyphen. So first one I can say is I'll just create a new file for your notes. Okay, so first one I can say is hyphen hyphen, sorry, dev. Okay, this is for to add entry under dev dependencies. Okay, then we have no save. Basically it installs, but it won't save. Okay, and we have save optional. So we have save optional. So to install and add entry under optional dependency. Okay, okay, so the last one we have is no optional. So this is again will prevent optional dependency from being installed. So what happens is if you mention like no optional, right, so it won't install any optional dependency into your to project. Okay, these are the other four flags which is given by npm to use this into our npm install. Okay, so here the difference between dev dependency and the dependency is that the the dev dependency which contains development tools like testing library, whereas the dependency will have a bundled with the app in a production. Okay, this is the differences between the dev dependency and dependency. Okay, and what is optional dependency? So here the difference is that build failure of the dependency will not cause the installation to fail, but it's your program responsibility to handle the lack of dependency. This is about the optional dependency. Okay, I hope you guys are clear on this part, where what is this how to add a dependency to your project and what are the different flags available to be used within your npm package manager. Okay. So now we are going to see how to update a install package, right? So there would be situations that we would have updated one version of an package, and we need to keep them up to date, so that npm provides a update command, so that we can update the latest version of a package. Okay, so the same way I'm in the terminal now. So we have to write npm space, then we have to provide npm space update and followed with express or any package whichever you want to update. Okay, so since express is already installed, I want to ensure the express package is in my local application is up to date with the latest version. So that is why I just go and hit the npm update express package. Okay, so it says up to date, which means my package is latest and there is no further changes been added to my package. Okay. So this NPM packages will allow us to run a task, okay? Instead of writing a complete script in your command line, you can have that particular line of script in your packet.json, and you can run that as a task. Okay, so basically you can run like npm run with task name, whatever the script or the task name you mentioned in your packet.json. Okay, so let's try to create one simple script in my packet.json, and we'll see how it works. Okay, let me open my packet.json, and let me create a script Okay, sorry, scripts followed with. Okay, so we have this scripts running here, and we can just type something like, so we can give something like start, and then we can give node, and I'll just give my app.js. Okay, so this is one of my script which I'm going to execute, or anything which, if you want, if you have test.js, if it is running anything, yeah, I think let me give it for test.js. Okay, so I'll just give test.js. Okay, so now to execute this script, I have to just do npm run and start. So it executed node test.js, and it gave the output 1 2 3 4. Okay, so what does it contain in test.js? It just reads the values and outputs the results. So this is how you can execute a task from your packet.json. Okay, you can write n number of tasks and you can execute in your command prompt or terminal. So we can also find the install version of an npm package. Okay, to see the version of all installed npm packages and their dependencies, we can simply run npm ls or npm list. Okay, this will give you all the installed list of modules within your applications. And if you want to see for the global list, then we have to just simply write npm list hyphen g, and it gives you all the install version of your global. Okay, and there is another option where you can list or show only your top level packages. You do not want to show any dependency or stuff, you can just show, you want to see only the top level packages, then you can write npm list hyphen depth equal to 0. Okay, which will give you only the high level modules. Okay, and if you want to get a specific package only instead of lisping all, you can just mention an express, and it will give you only the express one and its version. Okay, and and if you want, you don't want to know that what is it module name and stuff, and if you just want to see the version of your module, you have an option called npm space view is the one which is going to give the details of your module. Okay, so if I just give my module name as express followed with version, it will give me the version of my express being installed in my local. So these are the different options which npm provide. One is list, where you can see all the installed modules in your current directory or local directory. You can also see the global list of install modules using hyphen G, and you can also specifically see the required module details or its versions using view command. Okay, let's see now how to install older version of an npm package. Okay, so we have installed we have in our local basically express and webpack, correct? So if you see in my packet.json, the webpack is 5.771.0, right? Let's see now how I can install different version of webpack. Okay, so npm install, then we can just give the pack at the rate 4.16.4. So if you want to specify any of the specific version of your module, you have to always put the package followed with @ and the version you want to install. Okay, so now it is showing us 5.71.0, right? So let me just give -s, which will actually install and save this version into your local packet.json. So it's installing the modules, and once it is installed, we can see the webpack has been changed to 4.16.4. Okay, so this is how you install the specific version uh, of your node module. Okay, and if you want to see all the versions of your uh, modules, then you can give something like, and you can see all the versions available there for your specific modules. Okay, this is how you can use the or install the older version of modules. Let's now understand what is the semantic versioning of npm. Correct, so this is one of the great thing in node.js packages where we use semantic versioning for our version numbering. Okay, so here the concept of semantic version is quite simple. Okay, so all the versions will have 3 digits, as you guys can see here in webpack, or could be for express package. We have a 3 digits. Okay, the first digit is nothing but it is a major version. Okay, and the second digit is a minor version, and third digit is nothing but a patch version. So let me repeat it again. The first digit is major, the second digit is minor version, and third is patch version. So whenever we make a release, you don't just put a number as you please, right? So we will have a certain rules to be followed. So basically we keep that up the major version when you make incompatible API changes, correct? Or you up the minor version when you add functionality in a backward compatibility manner, or you up the patch version when you make the some bug fixes. Okay, so this is particularly used across multiple programming languages, and it is very important that npm package also follows the same approaches. Okay, because the whole system is depending on that. So let's see why is that very important for us. Okay, so because npm has its own rules which we can use in a packet json to choose which versions to be used in our project when we run the npm update command. Okay, so there are certain rules or the symbols which we actually use for our uh, the semantic thing. So let me show you here what are those symbols we usually use. Okay, so versioning. So the first one is the first one is the symbol. Okay, which this will actually do updates that do not change the leftmost non-zero number. That is, there can be changes in the minor version or patch version, but not in a major version. So what it means is it will take updates based on the first number. Okay, for example, if you write something like 13.1.0, right, and then you run some npm update, it can update to 13.2.0, 13.3.0, even 13. Whatever number, but it cannot update beyond 13. That is, it cannot update 14. Okay, that is why this particular symbol is very important, just to avoid the major updates to your package. Okay, and the next symbol is this one. If you use this, it can update the patch releases. Okay, uh, it is going to update only the patch releases, but it is not going to update the minor releases. Okay, and we have this greater symbol, which you can accept any version higher than the one you specify. Okay, and we have this greater than or equal to, which can accept any version equal, greater than or equal to that particular number which you have specified. The same holds with less and less than or equal to. Okay, and if you mention equal to, which will accept the exact version, and if you mention hyphen, then which means which will accept a range of versions. Like if you mention something like 2.1.0, then hyphen to 2.6.6.2. So means it will accept all the versions between this left and right. Okay, and here if you put this particular symbol, which means you combine the sets, right? So it could be different combinations which we can use in our packet.jsons. Okay, so you can combine some of these notations and use it in your packet.json, which will allow us to install or set the rules while you do a npm installation. Okay, so if you don't specify any symbol, which means it is going to take up whatever you mention. Okay, and if you use the latest, that means it is going to take the latest version available. This is how the semantic version works in a npm. So now we are at the end of the session. I hope you all have a good idea about NPM, its features, how to install, uninstall the packages and different features of NPM, and how to use in a live coding scenario. Okay, so in next session, I would be explaining about majorly on this packet.json and its features. What are the different options available in this to be used in our coding. Okay. Thank you for watching, guys. If you like my session, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. See you in next session. Thank you.